Everyone, we are minutes from arriving at the Rocky River Reservation for our SCONE summer camp weekend.
Wasn't this the place that those 3 people got murdered at last month?
Lighten up, Garfield. They found the killers.
Oh, I wish I could find my daughter, who is estranged from me.
Please, Barbara, sometimes it's good to get some space between you and your daughter. Look at me. I have to keep up with Jean Blue.
But, Mom, you're the one that asked me to come along.
I didn't think you'd say yes.
As usual, we'll be working on a miniature lip sync this weekend, as is camp tradition.
And I will be assisting, no doubt.
And I will be vomiting, no doubt.
Liv, I'll be helping with lip sync, which means that you'll have to run the croquet tournament.
Pastor, I don't like running things.
I didn't like running in the war, but I had to.
Liv, the croquet tournament practically runs itself.
How do you even play croquet?
It's just like tapping balls with big, thick mallets, am I right? Croquet is kind of like mini golf, except there's 12 rounds, and only one person can win each round, and so once someone's won 7 rounds... my God, usually I get excited about multiple rounds, but I'm deflated, Carol Ann.
Peter will be leading the hiking group.
Hello, everyone. I have hiked up to the challenge of leading this hike. It'll be a great time, but a little strenuous. Oh, maybe I should go hiking.
You do realize that involves work, not just staring at Peter in his safari costume.
I have a question. Is the hike too much for an old lady like me?
Yes, it is.
I have another question. I'm participating in the croquet tournament, so I don't think I can hike anyway.
The only thing Dorothea hikes up is the length of any conversation.
I think that explains everything that's going to happen during summer camp.
Wait, what about the teens? What are the teens gonna do?
Chet, be quiet.
But like legit, Matilda, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we doing?
Pastor and Elijah totally forgot about the teens, so let's keep it that way. I just want to relax.
Same here. I've been working way too hard on men recently.
Have you been going on a lot of dates?
No, just doing a lot of swiping on Tinder.
Is that why your finger's in a little cast?
Is it that obvious?
So are we gonna be part of the musical, Ambo?
Of course we are. At least I am. I don't know if you'll get a part.
I think I'm playing the violin!
Well, what else would you do, Stacy?
I don't know, I was just thinking I could try singing.
I guess you could try, but why would a penguin go live in a swamp when it's perfect in the ice?
You think I'm a penguin?
I want to go swimming like a penguin.
Oh yeah, Ambo, I wanna go swimming too.
Fine, we can go swimming.
But I don't know how to swim though.
Pastor and Elijah made the church, non-denominational made of birch.
They hired Liv, a new secretary, after the old one stole money unfairly.
Carol Ann volunteers, Marcy runs the choir. Jonathan doesn't work, yet he's still hired.
There's no judgment at the non-denominational. Some say things around here get inspirational. Is there anything better than the great outdoors?
Probably just being indoors instead.
Everyone off the bus. Remember, the older people are in the handy-capable, extra-large, roomy, no-bunk, bunk bed cabin 1. The kids and the teens are in cabin 3, and everyone else is sharing the suites in cabin 2.
Just a reminder, anyone who wants to go on a hike, we're leaving in 10 minutes.
Honey, we just got here. Can't we go later?
Marjorie, the perfect hiking time is right now. Otherwise, we'd have to wait till tomorrow to hike.
My goodness, Peter, you haven't been this dramatic since you made all of us go to the midnight screening of Mamma Mia 2. Here we go again.
That was an important herstory that we could not miss out on.
But I feel like they used a lot of the same songs from the first Mamma Mia.
Ricky, you shut your mouth.
Well, I know I want to go hiking because I need fresh herbs, flowers, and spices.
Where will we hike to? An enchanted meadows? That cave that was in the 6th Harry Potter book with the lake and the Horcrux? A magical forest?
I don't know about a magical forest, but it's certainly going to be a magical time.
Thank God I'm not going on that hike. I hate magic. Ever since I fell in love with that magician in the summer of 1950.
I have a question. Was dating a magician tough, Agnes?
It was, especially because he pulled a vanishing act and I never saw him again.
Wow, this cabin is really nice.
Are you and Chet going to share a bed?
Please, Chet loves to eat snacks in bed. I don't need to wake up to mice in my sheets.
Well, sorry, I like Chex Mix.
Axel and I are on the outs right now.
Honey is mad because she caught me eating bacon.
Yikes, how could you eat bacon? You know Honey is all about being vegan and organic and grease-free, even though I've totally seen her eat cow milk-based cheese.
It wasn't about the bacon. It was about how you lied to me, Axel.
Well, you asked if I had sausage, and I said no.
The point was, it didn't matter what meat. You still ate meat for breakfast.
You know, I think we get it. Huh, there's this weird crinkled up paper in my bun.
Oh, is it a rolling paper? Is it a rolling paper for joints?
Ooh, maybe it's some steamy erotica someone left behind.
No. It looks like a treasure map.
Ricky and I were just entering the cabin to put our stuff down, and we heard y'all found a treasure map.
Take a look at it, Annabelle. You're the mystery solver in the group.
I resent that. I totally solved a mystery the other day.
You did?
Yeah, it was the mystery of who the hottest guy is on our football team.
Who is it? Is it me?
Dude, you don't even play football, Axel.
Let's see. The first thing this map says is, go where you pray and you'll find your way. It looks like it's pointing to a building that's not too far from here.
According to Google, there's a church down the road called the Nature Chapel.
Should we go there? Should we investigate the clues? Maybe find some hot guys in our investigation?
Well, we were gonna go swimming. Stacy and Riley are already down at the lake.
And we've got Elijah's lip sync, but I can learn dance moves later, so let's go find this treasure.
Hope we can make some money. I want to buy a PS5.
Dude, you know Xbox is a better platform.
My opinion depends on the guy I'm talking to.
Well, off to the Nature Chapel we go.
Pastor, Carol Ann, Marcy, Jean Blue, both gingers, Fran, Benny, Charles, and Cheryl, Stacy, and Riley. Wait a minute, we're missing a few people for lip sync practice.
Wow, only a mess of a person would pick a mojito over a daiquiri.
Cheryl, stop being inconsiderate. Clearly, the best summer drinks are margaritas and mojitos.
Neither of you should be drinking any of those.
AA Ginger, that's so judgmental. Isn't like AA's motto no judgment?
No, that's SCONE's motto.
Well, it's a stupid logo anyway.
Am I allowed to share an opinion on my favorite drink?
Let me guess, Jean Blue. Your favorite drink is water because your ex-husband never let you have any drinks besides water.
He said anything besides water is empty calories.
Stacy, Riley, where is Annabelle and Ricky? Weren't they swimming with you in the lake?
No, Mr. Corinthian! They went to the cabin and never came back.
Normally I'd be concerned with two missing kids at a summer camp in the middle of nowhere that is minimally secured and home to multiple murderous crimes, but we have so much work to do for this lip sync. The real crime would be not getting started on practice.
I agree. We can do well without Nancy Drew and her hardly working boy Ricky.
Now looking around the room, I don't see much, how do I sing this? Talent.
Well, there's two things Elijah and I can agree on this morning.
Obviously, we're going to have a few Sconies joining us as soon as they finish up their croquet tournament.
All that talent is truly riveting.
That must be Annabelle and Ricky.
Yoo-hoo! I'm looking for good singing talent, but it looks like you're fresh out.
Rachel Ryans. And Pastor Wyatt.
And Charlotte Ruse.
Why did Deerfield roll into this mess hall? Did they get the invite because they signed up for the newsletter in order to get free Wi-Fi at SCONE?
You won't believe it, Pastor Jamie. We are having our Deerfield summer camp right next door as well. We saw your bus roll in and we wanted to welcome our neighbors with these rolls, since you rolled in and all.
Well, I'd really rather you roll out of this mess hall. Our mess hall.
This is weird. Deerfield happens to be on summer camp at the same place on the same week as SCONE? Oh, it is a little suspicious. Well, I don't know about suspicious, but Rachel Ryan's handled our booking.
Elijah, do you really think this is anything more than an ironic coincidence? Oh, it looks like SCONE is doing their summer camp on the 3rd weekend in June. Oh, and it's at Rocky River? Well, I guess we might have to book the same weekend.
Well, I must ask you to leave. This is a closed set.
Sorry, this set of wigs is not closed, Elijah, but now it is.
Fancy a bet, Elijah? Why don't we have our lip syncs back to back on the last day of camp? See who has the better one, Deerfield or SCONE. The answer will be more obvious than who the least talented Jonas brother is.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Kevin Jonas?
That's why I'm suggesting it, since you're the 4th Jonas brother that nobody cares about.
Fine, you're on Rachel Ryan's.
It is so nice to see all your lovely faces. Same here, except it's not nice and your faces aren't lovely.
Well, maybe I'll see you down at the lake, Pastor Jamie.
If you do see me at the lake, I will be wearing one of those 1880s swimming suits that covers my whole body.
Oh. Who made this dinner feast? Didn't Marjorie and Peter go on that hike?
Oh, Carol Ann made it.
Oh, yes, I made pot pie, brisket, corn, salad, and Swiss roll for dessert. It's a little all over the place, Carol Ann, with those cuisines, but it looks much better than that raw vegan chicken.
Agnes.
Are you having a stroke, Gladys, or are you trying to intimidate me?
It's the latter. I already had a stroke this year.
Oh, me too. I stroke my cat every night as I think of all the places my daughter could be.
What? Anyway, Agnes, I just wanted to give you a heads up that I'm winning the croquet tournament.
Gladys. I don't have a croquet game set up in my backyard for nothing. Oh, it's true. Agnes is always playing croquet in her fancy neighborhood. Agnes even has a picture of lemonade on the stoop every day in case she's greeted by a visitor.
Which is strange because Agnes hates surprise visitors. She even hates expected visitors.
I've driven past your house, Gladys. The only game you could play on your slab porch and rundown lawn is Cops and Robbers, which is perfect since you're definitely a robber.
Those charges were dropped!
I'll see you on the field, Gladys. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to have Carol Ann's home-style meal meets barbecue meal meets Swiss Christmas dessert meal before it gets cold. Oh, wow, Gladys. Do you really think you can defeat Agnes?
Agnes thinks she's the Jackie O of SCONE. Even Jackie O needs to be brought down a peg.
Oh, well, didn't Agnes say she's related to the Kennedys?
Agnes is more like a punch to my kidneys.
Look, there's the nature chapel.
Oh no, guys, it's closed according to the hour sign.
Well, let me fix that.
Axel, you just threw a brick through the window.
Yeah, because I'm trying to fix it. Duh.
Guys, the front door was unlocked this whole time.
There's no alarm system.
Whatever, let's get in here and figure out the clue. Annabelle, what does it say?
The treasure map says that the light from Jesus will show the entrance. What do y'all think that means?
I think it means that the light from Jesus will show us the entrance.
Ricky!
Nothing gets past you, Ricky, does it?
Says the guy who threw a brick through an unlocked door.
Look, there's a stained glass Jesus.
Next time I'll check the door.
It's so beautiful. It's really hard to explain how beautiful this stained glass statue of Jesus is.
Well, it's easy to explain. It's a stained glass statue of Jesus.
Ricky, what a legend you are.
Is this stained glass statue of Jesus the only piece of Jesus-related art in the room?
I see a bunch of saints over there, but they don't look that fresh.
They lived like 2,000 years ago, Samantha. Of course they're not fresh.
So I'm sure combs weren't invented yesterday, and wearing robes, it's so culty.
Well, every religion is kinda culty.
Annabelle, is this a painting of Jesus?
No, that's St. Peter.
What about this one?
No, that's Mother Mary.
Is this one Jesus?
Ricky, that's a snake in the Garden of Eden.
I think the stained glass Jesus is the only Jesus in this whole chapel.
The light from Jesus will show us the spot. Do you think we need to, flood Jesus with light or something?
I have this big spotlight for social media posts.
Honey, you carry that huge light with you everywhere?
You never know when you need a photo with good lighting for a brand picture.
And I thought I was packing with my dildo collection. Psst, psst.
I thought dildos were extinct.
Ricky, you're thinking of dinos.
Samantha, why are you carrying 4 dildos on you? You knew we would be going to church. Do you think this is the best place for them?
Matilda, you never know when you need an emergency dildoing.
Yeah, but 4 emergency dildos?
I can practically guarantee that nobody needs an emergency dildoing.
Let's not jump to rash conclusions.
Samantha's ready for the Hurricane Katrina of dildo emergency.
Trust me, my dam is always ready to break and flood the town with water.
Can we get that spotlight on Jesus, please?
Ooh, look at all the colors splashing all over the chapel.
It's beautiful.
Look, the colors seem to have an arrow in them.
Yeah, the light splashed on Jesus has created an arrow pointing northwest.
What's northwest to here?
Well, according to Google Maps, if we follow the arrow, it says the Twisting Caverns.
Well, the next clue says wind and wind, find out in the turns. The Twisting Caverns is obviously where we have to go.
It's getting late though. We should go back to our cabin.
Absolutely not. We need to get this treasure.
It's too dark. Let's go back to our cabin and figure it out tomorrow.
What a perfect day for a croquet tournament.
It really is, Liv. Are you going to do color commentary with me?
Is there a speaker system?
I brought this wireless speaker that it comes with 2 microphones.
That's perfect.
I know I am. And welcome to SCONE Summer Camp's Croquet Tournament. Who is competing? Basically anyone who can qualify for Medicaid. How is the game played? It's like golf, except less walking.
Jonathan, who are the front runners?
Great question, Liv. Basically anyone, because this game requires no skill. Some possibilities, Gladys. She begged me to tell everyone that she's gonna win, so I guess I believe Gladys? I don't know.
Another person to look out for is Agnes. Everyone I talked to said that she's the best player.
I actually had the displeasure to be invited to a soiree at Agnes's house, and I can confirm she keeps the croquet game up all year round, even in the winter. Agnes is like the neighbor who leaves the Christmas lights up all year round, except sub the lights for a croquet setup.
First up, though, is Denise versus Dorothea.
Good luck, Dorothea.
I have a question.
What's your question, dear?
When I kick your ass, would you like a private ride or an ambulance?
Tough words, Dorothea. I bet I'll beat you in 10 holes.
That makes sense, considering Denise is a master of holes.
Oh, is that because she's a slut?
All right, let me tap the ball with my hammer.
Dorothea's first hit on her ball goes 1 foot forward.
Watch how it's done.
Ooh, Denise got her first ball close to the hoop.
Oh dear, it looks like I'll be the one being smacked.
Don't worry, Dorothea. I'll go easy on you.
Don't go easy on Dorothea. Ram her like the time I rammed into the car in front of me at the store, and then speed out of the parking lot.
Suzanne! And Agnes beats Catherine.
Agnes, you're really quite good. You beat me in 9 holes.
Well, maybe if you got your hole worked on more often, you'd be better at this game, dear.
James says he can't go down on holes because he's protesting feminism.
After a close 11 holes, Suzanne edges out Barbara. Oh, this was such a close game. I had fun, Suzanne.
I purposely lost a few holes for the drama.
Suzanne!
I'm slightly surprised, but Gladys beats Garfield in 10 holes.
I told you I was good. I've been practicing all year and Gladys beats me. This isn't fair.
Garfield, sweetie, you were practicing crochet, not croquet.
What? Why didn't you tell me, you hussy?
Because I loved the sweaters you were making me. They keep me warm since you always keep the heat low.
Because I'm poor, Denise. We can't have all the heat blasting and all the croquettes like Agnes does in her backyard and all the lemonades.
And the last game, James against Helen. Well, it was James in 7 holes.
Well, it's hard for me to bend at the balls with my titanium hip.
Here we go with the excuses. Ugh! All the time with the excuses, Helen. Ridiculous.
It wasn't really an excuse, and it's okay. I don't really want that first place $50 melting pot gift card.
When I win the $50 melting pot gift card, I'm going to take my best friend to the melting pot.
Oh, James, that's so sweet of you.
Huh? I'm not talking about you. My best friend is Garfield.
So I'm not your best friend?
Catherine, you're my wife. You can never be my best friend. Besides, I could never be best friends with a woman.
I can't wait for the melting pot. I need a nice belt.
Well, now that Deerfield is going to be competing with us in the lip sync battle, we really need this show to be good.
No worries, Elijah. Between you and me, we will be the starring characters.
Pastor Jamie, I appreciate your enthusiasm for the spotlight. Your enthusiasm is as big and bright as that spotlight that Honey carries on her person at all times, but a lip sync is only as good as your weakest link.
So what should we do?
I'm going to spend the night going back to the drawing board. We need to be showstoppers and not stop the showpers.
Jean-Pierre, I can't believe you left the treasure map we stole in the cabin.
We had to pack in a hurry. We had no idea that the summer camp was coming in.
Sure. We've been on the run for a while since our last heist. Staying in the cabin was nice.
Don't worry, we will get that treasure map back, mi amor.
You better hope it's still in there.
Sion, I love you, baby. I will get us the map, and we will find the treasure. And then we won't have to commit crimes and hide out in the cabins from the law.
Oh, Jean-Pierre, I love you.
I love you too, Sion. Tomorrow morning, we'll go sneak in the cabin and get the treasure map.
Sounds good, baby.
I think I might have left the Old Spice in the bathroom drawer, too.
That we can leave behind.
Oh, baby, you don't like my cologne?
I'd rather smell your shitty ass.
Sion! We didn't have any time to clean. We had to evacuate the cabin, and it's not my fault for having a shitty ass.
There's always time for an ass washing, my love.
Annabelle, Ricky, hurry up! We have lip sync practice.
Oh, we'll be right there.
You want us to go on without you?
Yes, please do.
But why?
Well,
We both have diarrhea.
Ew, that's gross. And you can't food a bit greasy, but ew.
We better hurry, Stacy, before they explode.
All right, it's only 8 a.m. We have 2 hours until the teens wake up. I figured we could do some research about the Twisting Caverns.
I'll look it up on the Wikipedia.
Do you mean Wikipedia?
Yeah, the Wikipedia.
All right, everyone. How are we enjoying the hike?
We are not enjoying the hike. We are lost.
Even though we are lost, I am enjoying the hike.
Me too, actually. I know we have no clue how to return to civilization, but I love it. It's kind of like a silent retreat.
What about this hike makes you think it's a silent retreat?
Not you, that's for sure, Alice.
Yeah, you're louder than fascists having lunch at Trump Tower.
Well, I was trying to find some bars to send out a call, and my phone died.
Mine died 2 hours into the hike because I was playing the phone app Harry Potter's Wizarding World. I only have a flip phone, and Alice threw it off the side of the mountain out of frustration 10 minutes ago.
Relax, everyone. You're with me, Peter, who has the best survivalist skills. I'm not convinced, but if this is how I am to die, so be it.
No one is going to die. We can't be too far from the campsite.
I can't believe I'm lost in these mountains. I could be at the lake enjoying the water. I could be sipping tea and writing poetry in the mess hall.
Sipping tea and writing poetry is my hobby.
Well, here's a poem for you. I'm going to die, surrounded by dumbasses and annoying flies disguised as humans.
That's very intense. Relax, everyone. We will get back to the campgrounds as soon as we can figure out where we are.
Peter, let me know if I can use a spell to help us out. Remember, I'm in the 0.01% of top Harry Potter fans. Well, here we are at the Twisting Caverns.
Matilda, we can see that it's the Twisting Caverns. There's a giant sign.
Whatever, Chet. Are we all set up to inspect the cave?
I brought along my spotlight again to light the way.
I brought some granola bars.
I brought lipstick in case we run into any hot hikers or explorers or maybe some Indiana Jones cosplayers.
All right, I think we're all set. Let's find this treasure.
Jean-Pierre, where is the treasure map?
It should be in the bunk. It's gone. One of the people in this cabin must have taken it.
Damn it, Jean-Pierre. You had one job. Got that map.
We're sorry that I messed up, but what are we gonna do now?
There's only one thing we can do. We need to stay in this cabin and wait for the kids to return. Then we'll force them to give us the map.
Oh, a little tough love. That should work, Sion. Elijah is not happy that Annabelle and Ricky keep skipping practice.
What is up with them? Usually they love things like lip sync.
Was it just me, or was Annabelle and Ricky acting weird? Gasp! 2 strangers with guns are in our cabin.
What's going on?
Do you have a treasure map?
A treasure map? No, all I have is my violin. I'm an award-winning violin child prodigy.
I'm just a kid.
I do not care if you are 6 or 60. You're going to tell us what we need to know.
What do you want to know? How I manage the balance of being a kid while also being a rising child violin prodigy star? What? Why would we want to know about that?
Maybe they want to know about the song we're working on.
Riley, we can't share our song. It's not ready.
I don't give 2 shits what your song is about.
Well, that's just mean. Where is our treasure map?
I don't have a map.
No paper, no documents.
The only paper I have is this sheet music. If you don't tell us what we want to know, we will tear this sheet music apart. No, not my Bach music.
We'll shred your Vivaldi and destroy your Debussy too.
We don't have your map.
Who else is staying in the cabins? Just the teens and Annabelle and Ricky.
And do any of them like solving mysteries?
Oh yeah, Annabelle and Ricky love solving mysteries. They run the Junior Detective League.
Well, they sound like 2 kids who go looking for treasure.
Text these hooligans and find out where they are.
You're taking us to hula hands? This isn't the time for a 3-course meal for $20.
Although, that sounds really good.
Who is playing some suspenseful strings? Sorry, it's me, guys. I play the violin when I'm stressed. Did everyone sleep well?
We are stuck and lost in the mountains and had to sleep on the ground with no tent from the elements.
So, it was a relaxing sleep.
I made breakfast for everyone. It's some eggs and wild berries.
Marjorie, why are your arms scratched up and bloody?
Funny story. These eggs came from a flock of Canadian geese that mauled me when I kidnapped their children for breakfast. Sunny side or scrambled?
Jesus Christ, Marjorie, you look like a mess.
Maybe I can heal your wounds with a healing spell.
I don't think you should tap Marjorie's open bloody wounds with that wand that's a rotted wooden branch. This is great, but do we have a hollandaise for the eggs?
Why am I the only one freaking out? We're going to die out here.
Well, we will all die out here. Here in a society based on capitalism.
Stacy, Riley, you're 2 minutes late. You better have a good excuse, and don't tell me you had to wait for Carol Ann to whip up pancakes for breakfast. Oh, today was a waffle bar. Mr. Corinthian, Riley and I were threatened by 2 strangers in our cabin. They wanted a treasure map, and now I think they're going to go after the teens. This is the most bogus excuse I've heard since Marcy skipped choir practice because she ran into Shania Twain's agent.
I did, and boy, did he make me feel like a woman.
Oh, are you implying you had sex with Shania Twain's agent, Marcy?
Oh, God, no, Carol Ann. He was so sexist, he made me feel like a woman.
Stacy, Riley, please just find your way to your seats.
So you don't believe that we were threatened?
The only thing threatened here was on-time attendance and the state of this lip sync, and whereby tell is Annabelle and Ricky. I think they're gonna be attacked by the strangers who attacked us. These excuses must stop. Am I the only one who realizes that we have a couple days left until we have a lip sync battle against Deerfield?
Wait, what are we doing?
Oh, sorry, I forgot that Dorothea, Catherine, Barbara, Garfield, and Helen are here now, since they lost abysmally in that croquet tournament.
I didn't lose abysmally. It was really smally.
Today, we're going to go over choreography.
Oh dear. Pastor, just a reminder that Helen breaks her hip every time she tries to do even the most basic preschool gymnastics choreography.
No worries, I made the choreography super easy.
Easy. No, that won't do.
Oh, I didn't know we were singing No by Meghan Trainor. Won't that surely make us lose?
If we're going to win, I need all of you to take this seriously. And we need the dancing to be top-notch Beyonce level, and the singing to be top-notch Gaga level. And Fran and Benny, the costumes better be so good that Rachel Ryans chokes on her own vomit.
Vomit? Why? Well, you know I am using forest wooden creatures for fur.
We're lucky that Annabelle can easily learn these things, otherwise we'd be screwed. Well, let's hope those strangers don't kidnap Annabelle, otherwise she won't perform. Stacy, swallow those rumors in your mouth and spit out some good vocals instead. 3, 2, 1. This cavern is really twisty.
Well, that's what this large sign says.
It's no wonder only Ricky and I are in the Junior Detective League.
Annabelle, look! I think we're walking through the twisting caverns.
Oh no, we've reached a fork in the road. There are 3 paths ahead of us. Which one do we take?
So are we gonna split up like 2 of the groups, Parrish?
Stop being negative. This is why we broke up.
I thought we were back together after I fixed you a plate of breakfast.
No, we currently are on the outs. You just gave me a grapefruit and a small sample spoon.
All right, Matilda and Chet, take the road to the left. Honey, Samantha, and Axel take the road to the right. Ricky and I will take the road in the middle.
Wait, which road am I taking? The road less traveled?
Chet, I'm scared going down this tunnel alone with you.
Oh, Matilda, there's nothing to worry about. I did karate when I was a kid.
Where do you think this tunnel goes? Is this the tunnel that will take us to the treasure?
Honestly, I'm just glad I'm able to spend more time with you.
Well, honestly, I'm more focused on the treasure than I am the recreation time we're sharing, but sure.
Honey, Axel, do you think there are any hot guys at the end of these tunnels?
I really doubt that.
You got a hot guy right here.
I doubt that as well.
Honey, maybe we're just too different to be together.
Probably. Honey's a hardworking, spiritual entrepreneur who is kind and helps the world by being vegan and a responsible local businesswoman. And Axel is,
fun?
None of those things Samantha mentioned?
This cave is dark and spooky, Annabelle.
I know, Ricky, but we gotta keep moving forward. Wait, what's that right in the middle of the cavern?
It's a puzzle!
Ricky, don't touch anything. I think this could be a trap.
Annabelle, there's a sign.
Red, white, green, and yellow. List them in the order you follow.
It's a riddle.
Now, if I remember correctly, I thought I saw paint on the floor of the cave.
Paint? Where?
Yeah, I didn't think anything at the time, but Ricky, I think this is the right tunnel.
Chet, something is up. There's a riddle.
And a big pit with spikes in it and no way to cross it to the other side of the tunnel.
The riddle says, of levers 3, just pick me, but pick the wrong one and more spikes shall be. Pick the one with a moon, certainly not the sun, and if you pick the star, you're certainly done.
Well, I guess I'll just pull a lever.
Chet, wait! That's the right one. Look, a bridge is lowering over the pit. Chet, how did you know which lever to pull?
Oh, I totally didn't.
We've been standing at this puzzle for like 10 minutes. Why can't you two figure out this riddle?
I'm not a riddle solver. I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm boy smart, not regular smart.
What's boy smart?
I'm only smart when it comes to boys.
Oh, Samantha.
What can I say? I'm a slut.
I do not care if you are a slut or the biggest prude this side of the Mississippi.
You must be the kids who have the map.
So? Who are you?
I'm Sian.
And I'm Jean-Pierre.
And you stole our map.
We don't like when people steal from us. Stealing from people is our job. My job in the summer is at an ice cream stand. Perfect to meet hot boys.
So you're the ones who left the map in the bunk.
Finders keepers, losers weepers, if you ask me.
Good thing nobody asked you.
OMG, a gun!
Yeah, you losers will be weeping if you don't comply with us. Now, where's that map? We don't have the map.
Yeah, we only really have pictures on our phones. We aren't able to get any service.
Well, you're our prisoners now. You'll take us to the Grand Treasure.
Prisoners? This is like our vacation in Mexico when we were kidnapped by extremists and tortured.
That wasn't a vacation, that was a mission trip.
You're going to help us with our mission, otherwise you might trip into death.
Was that a threat?
Of course it was.
Double checking, because this cavern really is treacherous. If you're not careful, you'll definitely trip.
Good thing I'm wearing my best Adidas, which have great gripping power.
Oh, is this an ad before the next scene?
So the good news is we only have 2 matches today. Suzanne will automatically go to the top 3.
I can't believe that Suzanne pulled the shortest piece of grass and gets to move on. Ridiculous.
It pays to know your grass blades.
That makes no sense.
First up is Gladys against James.
James, this is your last warning. Don't with me on this.
Damn, Gladys, you're out here treating veterans with disrespect.
What's with you playing the veterans card? You're like Megan McCain of this group, always being a victim.
You take that back. I'm clearly the Whoopi Goldberg of the SCONE days.
More like I'm gonna whoopee that butt of yours. Now, are we playing or what?
James goes for his first swing, and oh, it's pretty bad.
Gladys goes for her first swing, and she got it very close to the ring.
James goes for his second swing, oh, and he overshot by like 20 feet.
And Gladys uses the opportunity to make up the difference, winning the first wicket. Gladys wins with 7 straight wickets made, making this the most embarrassing game in the croquet tournament so far.
I'm alive!
Jonathan, what do you think went wrong?
I think everything went wrong. I mean, from Carol Ann's sloppy poached eggs to for breakfast to whatever Suzanne is wearing.
Do you like it? It's giraffe hide.
But when it comes to this match, I think we have to realize that James is angrier than a bunch of white supremacists bum rushing the Capitol. Gladys knew that and used James's anger to her advantage.
Gladys using things to her advantage? You don't say.
I heard that.
Up next is Denise and Agnes. This will be juicier than the accusations about Kanye West and Jeffree Star banging.
Jonathan, where would you put your money?
Clearly on Agnes. That one plays croquet religiously.
I have to agree. I wonder what Denise has up her sleeve.
Too bad Denise wore that flowery blouse because whatever is up her sleeves will be hard to pull out.
Agnes, we've always had our disagreements, but I'm excited to play you in the semifinals. May the best player win.
Eat turd and go into a coma, you second-rate infection-riddled prostitute.
Well, you can just go eat a bee.
Denise, do you need me to make fun of Agnes for you?
No, I can handle my own rivalries.
Denise, you could barely handle standing up. I see those wobbly knees of yours.
And they're off! Agnes hits a nice smack to her ball. I need that in my life.
Denise goes, and she puts herself behind Agnes.
Agnes goes again, and she gets the first hoop. Denise can now focus on the second hoop.
Ooh, for some reason, Denise messed this up. She had an opportunity here and didn't take it.
Sounds like what old people say about us, except in the late-stage capitalism, the opportunities continue to grow scarce.
Is this unofficial commentary, or is this some kind of communist club? Denise, you might as well give up. You've messed this up worse than when Delilah from the song Hey There, Delilah broke up with the lead singer.
I'm not going to let you get away with an easy win. I'm going to fight this one.
Yikes, it's like watching the Grammys and expecting them to acknowledge great music only to discover they're awarding popular and average music.
Seeing Denise's downfall is not as great as I thought it would be. Turns out, seeing Denise struggle on the croquet field was like watching one of those Sarah McLachlan dog PSAs.
Pastor, we have a problem.
Is it Dorothea and Catherine's choreography? I realize it's bad, but I don't know what else to do unless we make them play trees or something so that they don't have to move at all.
That's a fantastic idea, and I love it. Let's do it. But I'm more worried about the bet we have going on with Deerfield.
It's a bet? There's a bet? What are we betting on?
Well, it was originally going to be just a pure who's better, right? But listen to the latest voicemail I got from Rachel Ryans.
It's Rachel Ryans. Unfortunately, leaving a voicemail. Just wanted to confirm our bet one more time. If Deerfield wins, you, Elijah, have to go on a busy intersection and sing Whitney Houston covers for an hour.
That doesn't sound bad.
Pastor, Whitney Houston is so out of my range. I'll have people feeling so emotionally drained.
And if SCONE wins, I will dive into the smelly Camp Lake and ruin my hair. Ugh, thank God that SCONE never wins.
How will the winner be determined?
Oh, just keep listening to the voicemail.
Just confirming that our judges are Bethany from Cocktails by Cookies, Detective Michelle, and...
This lip sync sounds really serious.
I think we need to go see what we're up against.
Are you saying you want to go spy on Deerfield?
No one said spy. We're just gonna check it out, do a walk by.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. I can do that. We just happen to, be in the area. Got it. Yeah, cool.
Listen, Pastor Jamie, you stay here and keep working on our lip sync. I'll take Carol Ann and Marcy.
Are you sure? That sounds as difficult as getting Dorothea and Catherine to do the 4-square shuffle into a left side kick.
May we both be blessed in these difficult times.
Ricky, look! The twisting tight cavern is spilling into light.
Wow, Aunt Belle, look! It's beautiful!
It's an underground cavern with skylights filled with crystals.
The crystals are all sorts of colors, too.
Ricky, do you think that this is the treasure?
It has to be. But Annabelle, this is too much treasure. We can't possibly carry all these crystals out of here.
Annabelle, Ricky, what is this place?
Matilda, Chet, we think it's the treasure. Wow, it's just as gorgeous as you, Matilda.
Are you comparing me, a human being with emotions and flesh, to these rocks?
No, I guess not.
How dare you? These crystals are beautiful. I feel like Bjork in a music video.
Aw, you've always been a dork to me, Matilda.
Well, I just put a few crystals in my pockets. Should we load up our book bags or something?
It's not blood crystals if we're the kids collecting the crystals, right?
But where's Samantha, Honey, and Axel?
Maybe they didn't make it through their riddle.
No, they're right there with those two strangers holding guns.
What?
Sorry guys, we got hijacked by these randoms.
Randoms? Our names are Sian and Jean-Pierre.
So rude. You'd think you'd have better manners to people who have guns.
It's not a real gun.
Any questions about whether or not this is a real gun?
Well, I guess that's a real gun then.
Trust me, Marcy owns a gun, and that is a real gun.
Oh, so we're going to break in and spy on the Deerfield lip sync practice? Not at all. We will be doing nothing illegal, Carol Ann. We're just going to happen to peer through some windows. But that's still spying. Carol Ann, I'm already a little nervous. Can we not use the S word?
Yes, Carol Ann, please stop saying the word sh**. It's quite uncouth to keep spouting such a shitty word.
Oh, I didn't say sh**. Well, just now you did.
Do we not need any supplies? Like rope, duct tape, or tarps? I could run to my townhouse and grab my gun.
A gun? Guns? Well, I guess I could go buy a couple. We're in the middle of the country, so I bet I could get us guns in the next 10 minutes. Are you two out of your minds? We don't need guns. We definitely needed better shoes. This forest is quite wicked.
Yes, it's more wicked than Lord, making people wait 5 years for an album.
Let's hurry. We're almost to Deerfield's mess hall.
We've been on this hike and stranded for 2 days.
It's just like in Harry Potter when Harry, Ron, and Hermione had to camp.
It is not like that at all.
Alice, do you need me to make you a soothing potion?
If you try and slip me some of that nasty stew you made with dandelions and grassroots, yes, I watched you, I'm going to maim you.
Oh, shoot. I don't know that many healing spells.
All right, crew. I think I know how we can get back to our campgrounds and get off this mountain.
Did our beacon work? Socialist Dave and I worked really hard on it.
Indeed, the work is quite equal, though. Communist Derek is my favorite comrade in arms.
You two didn't build a beacon. You just took some aluminum foil and put it on a stick.
Well, I'm appreciative of your beacon boys.
It's not a beacon. It's not even a 5th grade science project.
I'm thinking if we just head west, we should be all right.
Is this based on science?
Just pure guts.
Sounds good.
I like that.
I'm totally on boardium.
Peter, you're the one who made us get lost.
Yes.
We've been stuck for 2 days because of you. 2!
I suppose.
And now you want us to just walk west because of your guts?
Yuppers.
Listen, Alice, I know you're not a believer of either mainstream faith or my husband, but he has the best idea we have.
Fine, let's head west.
Directo Westo!
Best to keep moving before I want to kill someone.
Can you guys put those guns down?
I'm afraid not. Jean-Pierre and I mean business.
As a businesswoman myself, I'm curious if those guns are fair trade.
The only trade I care about is getting our access on all these gems, which is what you are all going to do for us. Normally I'm not easily commanded, but when a hot guy is ordering me to do something, I'm all about it.
Do not sexually flirt with my man.
I don't see a ring on his finger. It's actually Sion that I can't commit.
I love you. Why is that not enough, Jean-Pierre?
No matter. I don't need commitments in the form of marriage when I can get these financial commitments from these jewels. Now take these big burly old-timey robbery jackpot sacks and fill them up with the jewels.
Hard labor? These hands were made for holding sheet music, not for picking up jams.
I do not care if your hands were made from a goddamn L'Oreal commercial. If those hands do not get picking, I'm going to start shooting.
Fine, but you won't get away with this.
Actually, I think they will get away with it.
Yeah, no one knows we are down here, plus our cell phones don't work. I've tried calling 911 3 times in the last 2 minutes.
Well, guess we need to start picking up these gems for those 2 criminals.
Do we have any organic, cruelty-free, fair trade silk gloves to wear while we're picking up crystals?
Start picking up the gems so I start shooting. Jeez, you don't have to be so rude about it. I need some extra luck for tomorrow's finals. I desperately need that $50 melting pot gift card. I'm not too worried about Suzanne. She's got as much talent as Joe Exotic. But I might as well tamper with both Agnes and Suzanne's balls tomorrow. I'm switching their regular plastic croquet balls with this heavier concrete ball. It's perfect. Agnes always uses yellow and I always use red, so I'll just mess with the other 3 right now. Looks like I'll have no problem being crowned tomorrow's winner.
Oh, look, Deerfield isn't practicing in the mess hall. They're practicing outside. Oh, even better. This feels less like Spine and more like we just happen to be hiking and they happen to be practicing.
This hike is more off-trail than Jessie J doing a live rendition of that one-hit wonder song she has.
Listen up, Deerfield. Tomorrow we will be going up against SCONE. That should be easier than getting full at a Vegas buffet.
Well, that's quite rude.
SCONE is not known for their arts and singing programs.
What are they known for then?
Known for not having money.
That's the reason I joined Deerfield. I like a church that has money.
Speaking of money, our vocals are certainly #rich.
Rich? More like poor and destitute. Their ego is out of control.
Isn't out of control ego the worst?
Simply the worst.
Too bad some of us around here have ego problems.
Since I'm not worried about going up against SCONE, why don't we have a day off?
A whole day off? Are you sure, Rachel Rhines?
Yeah, I think we are more than ready to decimate SCONE. We could lose talent before tomorrow and still be the clear champions.
Well, this is just ridiculous. We need an emergency all-nighter rehearsal tonight.
I agree. Rachel Ryan's brown boots with a black skirt is ridiculous. She looks like she's going to complain to the manager.
Oh, you're the expert of complaining to the manager, so if anyone were to know, Caroline, I need you to go get caffeine and snacks. Marcy, I need you to use your big mouth to spread the word.
Big mouth? I think you mean big vocals.
Oh, I feel like your vocals are tinny, not big, Marcy. Caroline, Marcy, get it together. We have work to do.
Yes, sir. My goodness, Elijah, you're quite the confrontational one today.
I'm sorry, but not really. Maybe I am. Let's just go. Do you like this crystal?
You don't have to ask me about every crystal you pick up.
But what if I pick up the wrong crystal?
They are all the same. Keep loading them into your bag.
Fine, but if you get the wrong crystals, I don't want to hear about it.
Dear God! I wasn't a murderer this morning, but I am slowly becoming one now.
Matilda, Annabelle, should we collect this giant crystal in the middle of the room?
Wait a minute! Don't touch that giant crystal!
Why? It's so pretty. I just want to touch it.
Did any of you actually read the treasure map?
I'll be honest, I did not.
Matilda, I thought you read it.
I haven't looked at it recently since, I don't know, we became captives by 2 gun-wielding criminals who want us to grab crystals for them.
The treasure map says the small prize is yours, the big prize is not. The big prize is set to be a doom spot.
Oh, now I don't want to touch that crystal.
I have a plan, but just bear with me.
Excuse me, Miss Sprite and Mr. Pat Benatar?
It's Sion and Jean-Pierre.
Lion and Don Chaper?
This is why I don't want the kids, Sion.
Alright. I get the point. This giant crystal is too big for any of us to lift. We need your help. What about the fat teen guys?
Excuse me, I'm only 40% fat, thank you very much.
Life isn't about being on a diet. It's about living to die.
Calm down, the Kelly Clarkson show. Sion, let's show these losers how it's done.
This crystal is really big. Shoot, we might only need this one crystal. Then we can leave these teenagers behind.
Alright, let's try and pick it up.
Look, a giant pit opened up underneath the big crystal.
Annabelle, your idea worked. The giant crystal was booby-trapped.
We need to call 911. I'd do it myself, but my phone's dead.
I didn't bring my cell phone.
I think I dropped my phone somewhere.
No worries, I'll call 911. I've had service this whole time.
Are we sure nobody else can call 911?
911, what's going on?
We need help. We're in a cave.
You're having fun in a cave? Ugh, I am so jealous.
No, we're getting attacked by Cyan and Con Pablo.
You were attacked by the color cyan in my favorite Mexican restaurant, Con Pablo, famous for its burritadillas.
No, we need help. We're in the Twisting Caverns.
Oh, so that's where this fun hike is happening.
Sweetie, let me try and talk with her.
Who is this?
We need you to send your burliest SWAT team members, Stat, and maybe some cute firefighters. We're in a secret cavern in Twisting Caverns filled with crystals. We've already handled the 2 criminals, but we need strapping, hairy, muscular hot men to bust in here and take control and charge up and...
Ma'am, are you describing a porn situation? I am interested, but I am also on the clock and these calls are being recorded and I cannot take personal calls again.
Give me that! We have a 416 R54 happening at the Twisting Caverns.
You're experiencing a kidnapping with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault. Oh my goodness, the cops are on their way.
Matilda, how did you know what to say?
This isn't the first time I've been kidnapped with a deadly weapon.
Babe, that's really hot.
Did she mention anything about the burly SWAT guys or hot firefighters?
Just as hot as my gun.
Gasp!
How did Sion and Jean-Pierre escape the pit?
You didn't check the pit? It's like 4 feet deep.
So much for reading the map, Annabelle.
We'll do whatever you want. Please don't shoot me.
The keyword is whatever. Wink, wink.
Samantha, now is not the time to sexually wink with people.
You know what they say in the slut code? If not now, then maybe not ever.
Your trick backfired. We managed to loosen out these giant crystals. Who needs small crystals when you can get a big one like this?
Some say small crystals are actually better. More manageable, easy to handle.
Oof, I say the bigger the crystal, the better.
Silence. We're going to escape and leave you behind. Wait 10 minutes before following us.
Do we not have rope?
No rope.
Shoot. What's going to stop them from following us?
Babe, we got to move. The cops are on our asses like Perez Hilton on gravy.
What the?
We still may be lost on our hiking trip, but isn't this beautiful crystalline cavern worth it?
Wow, this natural crystal foundation is much better than anything man has made.
I'd say it's equal with man-made things.
Ricky? Annabelle? Teens? What's going on? And who are these swarthy-looking people dressed in black clothes and holding guns with a crystal the size of a chair?
God damn it! Who are these people? We were lost on a hike, and we entered a tunnel that led us here.
What great luck! Hiking club, these 2 held us captive.
Are you serious? Either I've gone crazy from being lost in the mountains for 2 days, or I'm going crazy now.
I think a bit of both, Alice.
These criminals must be stopped.
But we are the ones holding the gun.
A gun? I'm a witch. I'm not scared of a gun.
What the hell is wrong with these people?
I hope I'm your favorite of these people, Jean-Pierre.
Ugh, not this slut again.
Oh my gosh, everyone, you heard it. She called me a slut. Oh.
Everyone stand back, or I'm going to start shooting.
You think you're the only one with a weapon?
Where did Alice get that bow and arrow from?
Well, we were lost, and so Alice made a bow with arrows to hunt food for us. You really think a bow and arrow would be effective against me and this gun? Sacre bleu! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Or God, or Buddha, or whoever you believe in, no judgment.
Jean-Pierre, are you okay?
Merde, that crazy beast shot me in the chest with the arrow.
Put your guns down now.
Oh, I am shooting this bitch. No, you aren't. Hiya!
Ricky, did you just karate chop that woman in the back of the head?
I learned that from watching television.
Chet, Axel, collect Sion and Jean-Pierre's guns.
Why us?
Look, don't ask questions, man. Besides, we can shoot a couple rounds off for fun later.
And no shooting off a couple rounds for fun.
Aww.
I also learned the Miranda Sings rights on the television. You have the right to remain vibrant. Anything you say or do can be used against you on a basketball court. You have the right to a birdie. If you do not want a birdie,
Ricky, no. None of that is right.
But those are his rights.
Well, SCONE members, we have officially charged Scion and Sean Pierre. They're both mastermind criminals. I'm surprised you were able to take them down.
Well, without Alice and her bow and arrow, we might have been screwed.
Please tell me that we know how to get back to the campground, otherwise I might lose it.
Are you sure you don't want to do more hiking?
You know, for all your bravery and discovery of the treasure, why don't you each take a crystal home with you?
Yay!
Yay! So excited to use it sexually.
I'll make sure to let the reservation know of this cavern as well. We will protect it from the people like Scion and Sean Pierre. Any last words, you two?
Who would have thought that some kids would have stopped us?
I suppose next time we need to plan better.
Take them away. What a long day. I need an edible when I get home.
Didn't you teach us drug education that one time?
Hey now, edibles are legal in this state. Or I think they are.
It's the finals for the SCONE's Croquette Tournament, a yearly tradition at summer camp. In the finals are I'm Better Than You, Agnes Violet, versus I Probably Scammed Into the Finals, Gladys, last name depending on what credit card she's using. And in the finals as well is I'm Here for the Drama, Suzanne.
He's right. I am here for the drama.
Oh, but Suzanne, you haven't caused any drama yet.
As far as you know, good thing you don't know much of anything.
Jonathan, this final match will be show-stopping. At least as show-stopping as a croquet match can be. Jonathan, who do you have picked as the winner?
As someone who men frequently describe as an award winner, that means I can also pick winners.
I would not like to know how you're described as award-winning.
Liv, Agnes is the clear favorite to win. She has the cunning, the uniqueness, the nerve, the talent. She's a CUNT.
I'm a what?
It would be easy for me to agree that Agnes is going to win, but I think it's a possibility that Gladys steals this victory today.
Stealing? Who said anything about stealing? It wasn't me.
As for Suzanne, I can't believe she edged into this final. I mean, she could barely walk. How is Suzanne top 3 material?
My goodness. That is some hot drama.
And now it's time to start the match. Agnes goes first and, really bad swing.
That is not winning material down there, Liv.
I don't know what happened.
Let me try.
And Gladys is not missing any opportunity. She makes a big ground right out of the gate.
Agnes needs to recover quickly, like me when I party Thursday night and go back home at 6 a.m. and have an 8 a.m. class.
Jonathan, you've never taken an 8 a.m. class.
Well, I took it for a week and then dropped it. It was way too early to think, girlfriend.
Let's see how I do.
Jesus! Suzanne gets her ball inches away from the hoop. She's currently in first place.
How is Suzanne doing well? I switched out the balls like Jonathan does on Friday nights. Agnes and Suzanne are playing with concrete balls.
I'm quite upset with Suzanne's upset. She has made it clear that she's here to win.
Suzanne's here to win oldest bag on the field. I'm gonna have to make up some ground.
Another bad swing for Agnes. She's out here swinging like Marcy on a vocal scale.
Absolutely. Agnes is like Marcy's wardrobe, uncontained, a mess, unexpected, and visually displeasing.
Can our D-list commentators cut it out, please? I can't concentrate.
She can't concentrate and she can't swing today.
Agnes is out here pulling the YouTube beauty personality move. Blame everyone and take no personal responsibility.
Gladys goes and manages to smack Suzanne's ball into the hoop. Suzanne gets the first hoop.
Are you serious right now?
Wow, I can't believe it. And I believe all the rumors in this church. Even the ones I make up.
Bad play for Gladys. She's gonna have to rethink her strategy here as we move to hoop 2. Suzanne gets her first attempt.
It's not even just an attempt, it's a record here. Suzanne has scored 2 hoops. Jonathan, what does that mean?
Let me explain where we are at. Suzanne is much closer to the third hoop than Gladys and Agnes are. Their best bet would be to let Suzanne get the third hoop while they prepare for the fourth hoop. At that point, they may be able to overtake Suzanne.
But giving up 3 points to Suzanne when there are only 12 points available is a shocking lead, Jonathan.
Truly more shocking than that time when Cocktails by Cookies charged $12 for Long Island. And they were using bottom shelf liquor too, Liv.
As we predicted, Gladys and Agnes are forgoing the third hoop, and Suzanne claims it as her own.
Enough nonsense, Suzanne. I'm going to batter you the way Peter and Marjorie batter their fish at their restaurant, The Cockpit.
Oh dear, don't they batter those poor fish to hell and back?
Exactly!
This is truly the most exciting game of croquet we've had so far. If you were Suzanne, what would you do, Jonathan?
I'd let Gladys and Agnes fight over the fourth and the fifth hoops, and I would personally line myself up for the sixth hoop. I've never gotten to sixth, though.
My lord.
He's not your lord, girl. You're an atheist.
Jonathan is right. I'm going to get ready for hoop 6.
And Gladys finally claims hoop 4. Agnes, meanwhile, goes towards hoop 5.
This is pointless. Suzanne, who probably cheated, is going to win.
I didn't cheat, girls. It's my lucky day. The balls are a bit heavier, so my hard swings are better for them.
Now that you mention it, my croquet ball feels heavier than usual. Oh my goodness! Someone has replaced these croquet balls with concrete balls!
Gasp.
An allegation has been made.
Yeah. My balls are heavy too.
Really? Let me handle that ball. Aha! Gladys is cheating!
I have a question. Are all the balls not made from concrete?
Oh, I think the balls are made of metal.
I thought it was made with wood.
Oh my lord, the balls are supposed to be made from plastic, girls.
James and Garfield are now going to inspect Gladys's ball.
Denise, don't worry. I'm not doing it sexually.
Trust me, Garfield. I know when you handle your balls sexually.
Denise loves it when I handle the sports balls in the garage sexually.
It's true. Gladys's ball is plastic and Agnes and Suzanne have concrete balls. That means Gladys is disqualified.
I didn't switch off those balls. It wasn't me.
Sorry, Gladys. You're gone.
That leaves just Agnes and Suzanne.
Can I still play with my concrete ball, though?
Well, I suppose.
Her concrete ball saved the day as Suzanne wins with 7 hoops over Agnes's 4 hoops.
Well, perhaps I deserve this for all the mean words I've said to everyone during this croquet tournament.
Oh, that's very karma aware of you, Agnes.
Thank you. Or maybe this was all Gladys's fault.
Suzanne, how do you feel about winning?
I'm overcome with happiness.
Oh, I'm glad you're happy you won the $50 gift card to the melting pot.
I'm not happy that I won the gift card. The melting pot is overrated. I'm happy with all the drama that came out of today.
And so wraps up another croquet tournament with the SCONE. Shall we do this again next year?
For sure. I'd rather do this than get lost hiking in the woods.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Elijah, you won't believe what happened. We were held at gunpoint in a crystal cavern and...
I don't care if you got to have tea with the Pope on Mars. Where have you been? Our lip sync is tomorrow and we need to rehearse all night long.
Oh, but I'm kind of tired. I had...
Annabelle, Ricky, get in line now.
All right, yikes.
Yeah, you guys are safe.
We were worried you guys were in danger.
Well, we'll tell you all about it.
Why are the kids not lip syncing?
We'll tell you later after practice.
We're practicing till 4 a.m. though.
Elijah Moses Corinthian. Good to see you at this lip sync battle.
It's rarely a pleasure to see you, Rachel Ryans.
Are you ready to be served like a rare steak up on this show?
A rare steak is a compliment. Most people get their steak rare.
I get mine well done.
Like a true psychopath. Shall we repeat the bet? If you win, I sing Whitney Houston covers at a busy intersection for an hour.
And if SCONE wins, which they won't, I'll dive into that smelly lake water.
Shall we go on the stage together?
I suppose if Beyoncé can be in the same room as Ed Sheeran, I can join you on stage.
Welcome, SCONE and Deerfield, to our summer camp lip sync show-off. Judging today are 3 local community members who will not be biased. First up is Detective Michelle.
Thank you for having me back.
Having her back? Why was Detective Michelle here in the first place?
We also have community business owner and manager and casual horse-related kink freak Bethany from Cocktails by Cookies and Ice Cream by Cocktails by Cookies.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope the competition slays.
And I'm sorry, who is this third woman?
And our third judge is Emerald Zinfandel, a local prostitute.
Hello. Why is a local prostitute judging a church lip sync?
It's hard to find people who aren't biased towards SCONE or Deerfield.
Rachel Ryans ran into me at the gas station last night and asked if I would judge.
You never know who you're going to meet when you're pumping gas.
Well, you might have been pumping gas, but I was trying to pump some
Without further ado, let's start the show off with a bang. Here's the Deerfield lip sync.
My God, they're really good. Maybe I should consider switching to Deerfield.
Oh, good idea. You'd be out of our hair.
But then again, I'd rather have less competition. So, staying in this second-rate choir fits.
You're the real winner of this choir, Marcy.
More like the real wiener of this choir. Deerfield's lip sync really is stunning. I've never seen anything like it.
I've seen everything on my time. I'm not that impressed. Maybe Emerald Zinfandel was a perfect fit for a judge. Already, it's now time for the real show, the SCONE lip sync.
They're not too shabby. I was expecting worse.
I think they're great.
Especially Pastor Jamie. She sounds fantastic.
Shh, you two. We don't want the judges to hear us praising SCONE.
Well, if Deerfield is impressed, I am too.
Damn it, maybe picking a gas station hooker for a judge wasn't a smart move.
I like Emerald Zinfandel, even though she's a trollop.
You're wrong. That hooker is a hussy.
You're a hussy. You're a trollop.
Hussy.
Trollop!
Hussy.
Trollop!
I said hussy.
Trollop!
We judge the performance out of 100 and average the scores.
We wanted this system to be fair and accurate.
Yikes, a cop talking about fair and accurate systems?
The system was designed so that none of the judges could be biased.
Deerfield, we averaged you out to an 88 out of 100.
Wow, I mean, that's a little low, don't you think?
Well, an 88 is an A, so we'll take it. Unless you were homeschooled, an 88 is not an A. I was homeschooled.
That explains a lot.
I'll homeschool you, Pastor Wyatt.
And SCONE got an 88 as well.
Are you serious?
I feel the same way.
Well, I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I totally disagree, but at least neither of us has to do our silly bet.
Shame. I think some lake water would look really good on you, Rachel Ryans.
Did we love summer camp or what?
I didn't. I should have won that croquette tournament.
It was okay. Solving a treasure map was fun, but I didn't like the kidnapping part.
The what part?
But we got Crystal. That was fun.
Well, I didn't like getting lost in the mountains on what was supposed to be an afternoon hike that ended up being 2 friggin' days.
The lip sync was super fun, but being interrogated by 2 criminals by gunpoint was not fun.
Being interrogated by 2 criminals gunpoint?
Honey, I know you and I weren't dating, but this experience made me realize how important you are to me. Will you date me again?
Aww. Can we talk about these guns and criminals?
Oh my gosh, I will, Axel.
Oh, so cute.
So nobody's going to clarify the criminal part to me? Maybe just the gun part.
I have a question. Can we go home now? I think I have poison ivy.
How did you get poison ivy, Dorothea?
I was making out with Theodore from Deerfield.
You got action and I didn't? What is this? A Florida retirement home? This summer camp was the worst time ever!
I'm sure all the men back home had the worst time ever without your ass too, Jonathan.
Summer Camp, the non-denominational movie, was written and produced by Matt Rebar. Non-Denominational, a sitcom podcast, was co-created by Matthew Rebar, Blaze Pratt, Karen Adams, and Kelsey Shago. It starred Matt Rebar, Blaze Pratt, Karen Adams, and Kelsey Shago. Thank you to our starring actors and actresses, Jessica Lockhart, Emily Terry, Annalise Rebar, Paul Laux, Reggie Pratt, Joanna Malson, Julia Adams, Amy Adams, and Michelle Morgan. Check out the website for more information at www.nondenominationalpodcast.weebly.com, or maybe it's easier, check us out on Instagram at nondenominationalscone. Leave a 5-star rating and a review if possible. Thanks so much. Until next time.